Students, in the last session we have discussed with files what are the various modes of files. In today's class we are going to discuss about what are the functions to handle the files in C. So the next concept is file handling functions in C. So how to create a file and open a file, you already know. The previous class we have learned that. Once again I'm repeating, fopen function is used to create a new file or open an existing file. These are the predefined functions in files. Those are fopen, fclose, getC, putC, fscanf, fprintf, getw, putw, fseek, ftell, rewind. Okay, so what is the purpose of fopen? Fopen is used to create a new file or open an existing file. Fclose function is used to close a file. GetC, this function is used to read a character from the file. We can read a character from the keyboard in the previous cases, but by using getC, we can read a character from file. Please remember that. From the file we can read the character. How to read a character from the file is another concept I will discuss later. Putc, this function is used to write a character to the file. We can write a character into the file. We can put a character into the file. For example, if I have one file like, let me show you. If I have one text file like, maybe text file, you can consider this entire thing as a file. Okay, in this file I can write a character. You can read some characters from this file, like you can read H, you can G, F, you can read some J, all these things. This is the example for the file .txt file. If you can see the properties, it will show you .txt format, .txt. You can give some document for this title. Okay, now the next one is which function? Fscanf. This function is used to read a set of data from the file. Like that, fprintf is used to write a set of data to the file. You can write some set of data to the file. So the difference between getC and scanf is getC is used to read only a character, but fscanf is used to read a set of data. Like that, getw, putw, these functions are used to read and write integer from the file and to a file. Getw is used to read an integer from a file. Putw is used to write or put an integer into the file. Remaining fseek, ftell, and rewind functions are these are the random access file functions. We will discuss clearly in the next module. Fseek is used to set the position to some point. You can set your file pointer position at the some point. Okay, ftell will give you the file position, current position in the file. It gives the current position in the file. Okay, at which location your cursor will be there, that thing will be given by this function rewind. Okay, you can set your cursor at the beginning of the file by using rewind function. Clear? These are the predefined functions used to handle the file in C language. Now we will see one by one at first level how to write text to the file by using fprintf. So what is the purpose of printf? Normal printf purpose. Normal printf purpose is to write some data on the screen, right? If you want to display some data on the screen, you can use printf. Like that, if you want to display some data on the file, that means if you want to write some data into the file, we are using fprintf. That is the basic difference, a normal printf and fprintf. Normal printf is used to display the data on the screen, and fprintf is used to display the data on the file or in the file. Okay, the very first statement, and these are the header files. Main int, I am declaring one number with int. Next one is, if I want to deal with a single file, that's why I am declaring a single file pointer. This is a pointer to the file. Okay, to declare file pointers, we have one predefined data type, that is file, and one pointer, a pointer to the file. My pointer name is here fptr. The next step is, we have to open a file, or we have to create a new file. So my problem is, I want to write some text to the file. That's why I need to create a new file. Okay, fopen function is used to create a new file, but with text mode, write mode, right? What is the purpose of write mode? If you have an existing file, it will create a new file, but the data, all the data in the file will be erased. Otherwise, if the file is not existing, a one new file will be created with the name. This is the purpose of write mode. Please refer modes of the files once again. fopen function, now this function is create a new file with program.txt if this file is not existing in your system. Okay, this pointer is equal to fopen. This function meaning is that if you do not have the program.txt file, one new file will be created. Otherwise, if this file is already existing, one file, same file will be opened with no data. If your pointer, this line meaning is, if your pointer is not equal to null, that means if your pointer is existing, if your pointer is equal to null means, if you do not have this pointer, it will show you an error. If your pointer is not null, you can proceed with further things. What is the further thing? We want to write some data, right? So printf enter number, scanf is for read the number. So you can read a number from the keyboard here by using scanf. After that, we want to write this data to the file, right? So how to write data to the file? By using fprintf. fprintf, in the brackets, you need to mention for which file you want to write the data, that is fptr. This is the pointer which we have declared at the earlier. And %ld for format specifier, this is for integer, comma number, this number which can be read by us by using scanf. So this number is write into the file by using fprintf. This is the advantage with fprintf. Finally, I am closing the file by using fclose. Are you clear? Now we will check how this program is executed. So we need to check whether program.txt file is not, or is there or not. Then we can proceed with the program. Now all of you clearly observe this one. I am going to open Turbo C. Alt F, open. This is our program, right? Int number, file pointer. This is our program. Before going into the program, we have to check whether this file is there or not. So Turbo C is installed in C drive. It is located at the C drive, Turbo C4. In Turbo C folder, we have program text document. So this file is already existing. What is there in file? In this file, we have 4 number. Okay. Just I am going to execute this program. Okay. Alt F9 for compilation, Control F9 for the enter the number. Whenever you execute this program, all the data will be erased on the existing file, right? That's why I'm again open this file. Is there any data? No, right? because if you open a file with the write mode, all the data in the existing file will be erased. That's why showing you. Now if you enter some number 55, enter, this data will be goes into that file. Now again if you open this file, 55 is there, right? So this is the advantage with fprintf. You can write data into the file. Okay, this data will be saved permanently because this is stored on the secondary storage device. Like this you can write how much data do you want, you can write and store the data permanently on the files. This is the advantage with fprintf. Are you clear? This is the fprintf. Now we will go for another one is fscanf. What is the advantage with fscanf? Okay. Same program, fscanf also. Int main, int number, file point is equal to fopen of program.txt, but I am open the same file with the read mode, right? Read mode. If file point is not equal to null, error, otherwise no error. Fscanf, this function is used to read data from the file, not from the keyboard. Normal scanf function is used to read data from the keyboard, but fscanf function is used to read data from the file. So from which file we want to read the data? fptr. This is the file, right? Because we are declaring fptr. From this file I want to read data. Which type of data? Integer type of data. That's why I'm declaring percentile d here. Ampersand number, this is the variable. Now after reading value from the file, I want to display the data on the screen. That's why printf the value of n equal to percentile d. We will check whether this number will be read from the file or not. So what is the value in the file, existing file? Program.txt. In the previous case we have 55, right? That 55 will be getting from the file and it will display on the screen. Okay, can I check it now? Just clearly observe once again. I will give you 1 minute time. Okay, this is a file. Whatever the data in this file we can read by using fscanf. So in the previous case we have 55 in this file. That 55 will be read from the file by using fscanf. That 55 will be displayed on the screen by using printf. We are getting data from the file in this case. In previous case we are writing data to the file. In the previous case we have to observe that difference. Now I am going to compile and execute this program. Value of n equal to 55, right? Are you seen? Do you seen that? Yes. This is the advantage with fscanf. In the same way we can write programs for fputsy and fgetc. So fputsy function is used to get data into the file. Fputsy is used to write a character. Fputsy function is used to write a character. Once again I will show you what is the advantage with fputsy. Fputsy is writes a character to the file, right? Now fputsy function is used to write a character to the file. Okay. So I am declaring a file fp open file. So this is file1.txt with the write mode. If this file is not existing, one new file will be created with write mode. Okay, Again I want to write a character into that file. Finally I want to close the file. Here you can check, you can write one more condition, that is if fp is equal to null, you can write a message printf file creation or open error. Then exit from there. Exit function is used to exit from your program if your error is there. Okay, this function is used to exit from your program if the error is there. Okay, by using this function you can write a character into the file. Clear? Now we will see how fputsy work. Open fputsy function. Okay, this is the program. You can write here. You can write here if fp is equal to null, printf statement file open or creation error, and we can exit on the file if file error is there. Okay, just save it and compile and run this program. Now we will check that file, which file, file1.txt, whether file1.txt file created or not, and the data a is not in that file or not. We will go for turbo C folder, enter in tc, in bin we have created. Okay, so what is our file name? File1.txt, file1, right? This is the file we have created. Open that. A is there or not? A is there. This is the process to use, how to use fputsy. Clear? So here once again I'm telling you what is this, right? Fopen of file1.txt. This is if you provide any location. For example, I have D drive, E drive, F drive, D slash some folder name cp slash file.txt. That means this file will be created on that folder. If you do not specify any path here, that means this file will be created on the same directory. On the same directory means wherever you execute these programs, that directory will be created. In that directory this file will be created. So what is our current directory to execute all these programs? If you clearly look at this one, okay, if you clearly look at this one, open c slash tc slash bin slash some dot c. So whatever you file created, that file will be goes into this directory, c slash tc slash bin slash dot c. So that's why I am checking that file in the directory c slash turbo c slash tc slash bin. Bin I have checked for that file, because the reason is I have not mentioned any path here. By default the file will be created on the same directory, and this is the advantage of fputc function. The next function is fgetc. Like fscanf, fgetc function is used to get the character from the file, right? This is same procedure like the previous program. Up to this, you can write here if fp is equal to null file creation error exit 1, then how to read character from the file means fgetc of fp. So this thing will tell us you can read a character fgetc, can read a character from the file. Which file? fp, because my file pointer is fp. fgetc of fp means you can get a character from this file. You can store that character in a c. That's why we are declaring char c. If this is not end of file, that means if your character is not end of the file, the end of the file is a value which can be measured the end of the file. That means if your file does not contain any data, if your file does not contain any data, it will show you at the first position, it will show you end of the file. If your file contains some data, that means, okay, for example, if this is my file, if I do not have any data, this is the end of the file. If I have some data like this, end of the file means what? This is the end of the file. Clear? This is the end of the file. This portion is end of the file. If I have some data like this, that is the end of the file. Only single character, the second portion is the end of the file. This is the meaning of the end of the file. If your character is not equal to end of the file, that means if it is not equal to end of the file means you have some data on the file, right? If it is end of the file, you do not have any data. If it is not equal to end of the file, that means we have some data. If you have some data, you can print that data on the screen by using printer. This is the meaning of c equal to f get c of fp. Clear? Now you can get the data from this file myfile.txt, and finally you can print that data. Shall we see this program? How to execute this program? fgetc.c file. Okay, we check for alt F, open f. This is the program, right? Now I'm going, this is our program. I want to open file1.txt with read mode. So before going to open this one, what is the data in file1.txt? We have to check that, right? In file1 we have data that is a. Okay, in file1 we have the data that is a. Now we will check whether this a will be displayed on the screen or not. Alt F9 for compilation. Okay, a is displayed on the screen, right? Are you clear? Yes. If you do not have this a, you cannot display the any data, because at the first position it will show you the end of the file. Clear? This is what all about some predefined functions in the files. Sorry, I forgot to mention that this is not getc. This is fgetc. This is fputc. Clear? These are all the functions. In the same way, we can use fputs and fgetters for the strings. Fputs function is used to write a set of characters into the file. In fgetc, we will write a single character, but fputs, by using fputs, we can write strings to the file. and fgetters we can get some strings from the file. This is the fgetters syntax. You will try in your system how these are works. Okay, after this I have done with all the functions: fopen, fclose, fgetc, fputc, fscanf, fprintf, getw, putw. These are the functions. So the remaining three functions will be discussed in the next module. So students, please all of you practice at your home all these functions, whether these are the work or not. Right? Are you clear? So these are the functions and these are the programs. Okay, you will find some more functions in the list. I have not mentioned fgetters and fputters. These functions also file handling functions. You will try these functions also. So in my system I am using Turbo. If your system have Windows, you can try with Turbo C++. This is the software you can freely download from the Google and install. After installing, you can easily write any program. Okay, this is the interface of the Turbo C. Here you can see compile option. Directly you can click on this button and run for a run button. Okay, you will go for file and new, and you will write something. I think I have discussed about Turbo C tool in the first lab itself. I think you know. Otherwise, if you have any doubts, you can contact me and I will show you how to write a program in Turbo C and how to compile and run the programs in Turbo C. This is all about file handling functions in C. Okay, file handling functions in C. Thank you.